Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, the comments, generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring this bell this morning. Let's go ahead and clear out the energy, and then we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us. This morning, don't forget, put your number in the chat. We're still doing the giveaway. I feel like somebody's going to win today. And remember, we are giving away this the Chinese coins, the 5 coins on the, I don't know what you call it, the 5 Chinese coins. Okay, that comes in this red pouch. So, Grand Rising Kinsel Warrior. Hello, High Priestess 58. Okay. Hi, Rose Glitter. How are you? All right. So let's go ahead and ring the bell. Kinsel Warrior, you just put the number between 1 and 100 into the chat. And then at the end of the live, that's whenever I pick out the number that's going to win. Okay, let's see. All right. Hey, Shaylin, how are you? All right, so let me see. Just put in one number, High Priestess, because I don't want to go through and miss but I do see 58, okay? All right, so 58, 33, 13. All right. All right, so someone is finding out that ignorance is expensive because they were really ignorant towards you. They were really ignorant towards you. You know what? You're moving forward by design. Spirit is moving you forward. And somebody that tried to control you, has some sort of control over you, they are finding out they can't stop you. They never could stop you. Hey, Robert. I feel like this person is finding out how you were able to defend yourself. This girl, she better not come in here crying. She just came inside. 9 of Cups. I feel like you have a wish fulfillment. Yeah, you are moving forward. Let me put her outside already. She's not going to get on my last nerve. Oh my gosh, girl. Go. Go. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm telling you. All right. I bring her in. She cries to come in, only to cry to go back outside. Yeah, Spirit is blessing you with something. You have this forward movement going for you. And somebody thought that they could stop you, but they can't. In fact, you know what? I feel like somebody else sees the value in you, and they are providing you with some type of gift, some type of opportunity. Hey, Malcolm. You know, even though there was some type of communication that was going on, something was said. Something was said that it struck some truth. You know, there was some truth to what was being said. And I feel like that truth was coming from you. Yeah, it was, you know, maybe how you were being treated or what somebody was doing against you. Maybe somebody wasn't giving you an equal opportunity. I feel like that's what it is. Somebody was not giving you an equal opportunity. And they see that. You see how the scales are right here, but there's only 2 pentacles right here for this person. But this person was receiving 4 pentacles. I feel like somebody was not giving you an equal opportunity. You spoke some truth, and you know what? And just by you being the person that you are, somebody had something negative to say about you, but you didn't open up your mouth to go, no, that's not the truth. You showed them. Your actions proved what you was talking about. Judgment was called, and now there is some other talk going on about you, but it is so positive. Someone is seeing now they shouldn't have done something. They should have tried to be peaceful with you, because things are now changing in that person's life. They're seeing now they couldn't stop you even if they had tried. And trust me, they tried. This person is looking like a fool right here. They're looking like a fool because it's like they tried to curse you. They tried to have some type of control over you. They tried to have something over you. They tried to do something to you so that somebody else could get ahead. And now they're the ones who's paying the price. This could have been, somebody that you work for, somebody that you work under. This could have been a family member, whoever. Now they are paying the price. They're finding out that they don't have that money, that backing like they thought, that financial backing, that power, that strength. Yeah, people are finding out that whatever this person was doing could be at work. They was being sneaky with it. That's why they no longer have that backing. Yep. See, this could be, either the company sees, this could be spirit, but somebody is looking at you. Somebody that has a much higher standing, a much higher power. This could be the Most High. They're looking at you and everything that you do. Your strength, your confidence, what you bring to the table. And they realizing that, whatever you do, you are not like somebody said. Not at all. In fact, you're very loving. Just like you give everybody an opportunity. You help everybody. You're there for everybody as much as you can be, as much as humanly possible. They see that you are the epitome of love. The epitome of love, of kindness, of I was going to say tenderism, but that's not it. That's that meat. Of being, love, kindness, and being just a sweet all around person. That's you. So somebody tried to paint you out as a martyr. They tried to say that you was all about yourself, that you wasn't helping nobody else, that you wasn't that good of a person, that good of an employee, that they couldn't trust you to do anything, that you didn't really grasp certain concepts. They tried to make it seem like you was just not worthy. And now this is the same person that wants to come and apologize for some shit that they did, because they see that, they are being shown up. They're being seen as somebody that's not worthy, as somebody that is not was not trying to really truly treat you with respect and be equal with you, treat you equally. That's what they're seeing. Everything is out in the open now. Everything. And I feel like with this, you could just be one of those people that kind of stays to yourself. You work on whatever, you're doing. You're like, you will help everybody, but, as long as they make their what they need known. But you kind of stay to yourself. You're not that type of person that tries to get in everybody's business. You're not sitting here calling yourself the makeshift supervisor, and where you going to try and go behind somebody, or you going to try and chastise somebody on the sly, or you going to try and whisper to the boss, well, you know what Sharon is doing, don't you? I saw Kevin taking an extra 2 minutes on his break. I was trying to tell him, look, you got work up there that need to. You're not that type of person, because you understand that everyone is an adult, especially if they haven't working a job, a full-time job. Everyone is a responsible adult. At least they should be. I'm telling you, somebody had a plan. They were saying something about you. They was talking so negative about you, and I'm telling you, somebody wanted to end something for you. Whether this was a job, whether this was a relationship, whether this was your standing within the community, somebody wanted to really end something for you. But you know what? Boom, it blew up in their face. It blew up in their own face. See, one thing that this person didn't realize is you an earth angel. You're very balanced. Like I said, you're the type of person that kind of stays to yourself. If people are around, and it's a meeting or something like that, you'll interact with people. You may come out with the best jokes. But as far as getting into someone else's business or overstepping your bounds or trying to step in somebody else's lane, this ain't you. Because you know that you don't want nobody to do that to you. Therefore, you don't do that to nobody else. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody felt like, they was going to do the most. They felt like they was going to take you out. They felt like they could control whatever it was. Now, what's coming in, and this is something that's been coming in for a while. I just heard James Brown's song, "The Big Payback." This is something that somebody has been, like they say, you cruising for a bruising. This is something that's been building up for a while, where somebody's going to have to defend themselves. Everything has turned around. Somebody's going to have to defend themselves, whether that is to keep their job, keep their family, keep their home, whatever it is, they're going to have to defend themselves to keep their own stability. Hi, Alicia. Hi, mediocrity hater. How are you? Don't forget, put your numbers in the chat for the giveaway today. Yeah, because you know what? Somebody else has seen the situation, discerned the situation, and went and talked to the big boss. Went and said, this is what I see. This is what's going on. Collective is very responsible. Collective is the first one to say, hey, I can help. Hey, Chosen 409, how are you? No, I don't know why I always see Chosen when I see your name. You were chosen. Hey, C-Bones, how are you? I love you more. I always see Chosen. I call you this all the time. You must be chosen. Hey, C-Bones. But they came to speak in your defense. They came to talk about how dependable you are, how respectful you are, how you always bring the light and levity to any type of group. Hi, love plants. And we are having a giveaway. So you're going to choose a number between 1 and 100 in the chat. I see you, Malcolm. Thank you. And at the end of the live, that's whenever I choose which number it is. Yeah, and you know what? It was something that somebody didn't see what an opportunity they had with you. It's like they wasn't looking at that. And see, this is God's hand saying, hey, this is what you need right here. But somebody was looking somewhere else. They was distracted. They wasn't concentrating on what they need to concentrate on. They wasn't doing what they needed to do. Instead, they was in the back planning and plotting. Thank you, love plants. Planning, plotting, acting ignorant towards you. But they're finding out today, ignorance is expensive. As ignorant as they were towards you, they now see they cannot pay that bill. Somebody realizes that they should have been a lot more loving towards you. A lot more loving towards you, as opposed to trying to overburden you, as opposed to trying to put too much on your back that you couldn't bear. But now this person is realizing that not only could you, that it wasn't right for them to put all this on your back, they're realizing they cannot carry that load. That's too much for them to even bear. Ain't that funny? What you thought was just enough for somebody else is what you find out that you can't even handle. Let that be a lesson. If you can't do it, don't expect somebody else to do it. Don't try and put somebody else through it, especially if you cannot do it. Hey, Yolanda. Yeah, you spoke your truth. You spoke your truth. You're very truthful. You putting it out there. You not sugarcoating a motherfucking thing. You don't care how it sounds, because you know what? You know that you was done wrong. And guess what else? People are listening. They really listening. This is whenever this person is getting the message that, you know what? They fucked up. It may be they are asked to leave. Ain't that some shit when you done did somebody so fucking wrong for no damn reason, and people are finding that shit out, and they like, we want you to leave. Not collective. Collective always got a place here. But you that brought this unnecessary drama and trauma to somebody else's life, you the one that got to go. Yeah, you know, your job is secure. Your position is secure. Your place in the family is secure. Your spiritual gifts are secure. You sitting, you know, you getting everything that you do, that's due to you and more. Some, like I said, somebody finding out the hard way that they tricks wasn't tricking. All they did was trick themselves. That's it. All they did was trick themselves. Now people are sitting here looking at you, remembering how you was always independent. You worked independently. You did things by yourself. You did this. You did that. They're remembering that now. They see what you did. They have a good. Nobody has anything bad to say about you. Anything that they have actually personally experienced. The only thing they got to say about you is what other people said about you. Hey, Twyla, I got you down. Is what other people got to say about you. Somebody else that was acting very ignorant towards you. And they're realizing it's the reason that person was acting ignorant is because they're insecure. It's because they got some type of demonic spirit about them. It has everything to do with how they feel about themselves and nothing to do with how you are as a person. I'm telling you, yes, this is what this person was all about. This person was investing in the wrong thing. working on the wrong side. This person was so busy trying to control you. They didn't want nothing to work out for you. Well, the trick is on them. Shit ain't working out for them. And don't nobody feel sorry for them either. I'm telling you, because they see that they put themselves in this position. They so ashamed, they don't want nobody to see their face. And they know that they put themselves in that position. Don't nobody feel bad about that? When you coming after an innocent party, you trying to take away somebody's job that don't deserve to have their job taken away. People are like, let's give this to you. Since you wanna be all big and bad and act like you can just go out there and willy-nilly destroy somebody else's life. Let's give this to you. See how you do it. See, now somebody they want to hold back. They want to kind of stay in the background. You know how they want to stay in the background. They don't want to talk too loud. But before, they was all out there saying all loud and proud. Yeah, collective this and collective that and collective. And I saw collective. And I had to tell collective. And I said collective and collective this and collective. And collector, you better get out of my face, collector. You know, they was doing all that bullshit before. But now, this motherfucker want to disappear into the background. If there's some bushes, you know that meme that they got what's his name? Homer Simpson, and they got the bushes and Homer Simpson disappearing into the bushes. That's how this person is. Now they want to disappear into the motherfucking bushes. Ain't nobody listening to them no more because everybody realized this motherfucker didn't tell the truth about nothing. And when we say nothing, we mean not one damn thing. Nothing. This person lied about everything. They realizing this person can't not be trusted. Can't be trusted at all. Everything that they said about you, every action they took against you, everything was a fucking lie. There was no truth in nothing. You couldn't even trust this person if they had said, I just put on a fresh pair of drawers. You looking at this person like, I know your ass is lying because you're still standing over here stinking. I'm telling you, this is a witch, y'all. This was somebody that was very jealous of you, very insecure. They wanted everybody to look at them like they were something. Well, they are something. They are ignorant. They are ashamed. They are a piece of doo-doo on a stick. It's like, why would you come after somebody who didn't send for you? You know what I'm saying? That's somebody who thought that they had all the power in the world, and maybe they did have some power in the underworld. But when you dealing with an earth angel, when you dealing with somebody that's righteous, when you dealing with one of God's favorite, when you dealing with a chosen being, you ain't got power at all. In fact, the more you sit down, the better off you gonna be. Hey, Yoga for healing. How are you? Yeah, see, somebody didn't want you to be happy. They thought that they could confuse you. To make it seem like, that you was just so confused that people couldn't see, or the people couldn't see the real you. That they thought that, you wouldn't understand. I had all of this one day, but now I ain't got shit. See, they couldn't confuse you because they can't confuse God. God was keeping you straight. All they did was confuse themselves. Everything in this person's life is turning the fuck around, and not for the positive. That Wheel of Fortune is going out their favor because everybody see who this conniving jive turkey ass motherfucker was and is. Hand lies never stuck. Everybody see. Oh, good. Oh, good. Lies never stuck. Hi, JR. Yep. Everything that this person tried to do to you has come back on them, and they are receiving the ramifications of their own actions. Now somebody want to act like they are brokenhearted. Brokenhearted. You just tried to take a collective out. What you brokenhearted about? Go ahead. Put it in. We want to hear about it. We want to read about it. We want to see it. Put it in the chat. What you brokenhearted about? You little piece of shit. Everything that somebody tried to do is come back on them. And now they get to understand and see exactly how that pain that they tried to put on you feels. Now somebody want to apologize. They want to heal this whole situation. Hey, unbox spiritually. They want to apologize and see if they can heal this whole situation. Can we just start over? Can we be friends? Can we do this? Can we do that? Because it's they realizing that, you know what? They got themselves caught up at work. Well, you know, whether they was trying to work with, they got themselves caught up at the job. They trapped themselves at the job. They that little rope that they was putting down for you to step in and you to be all upside down and your whole world to be turned around. That's them. They got themselves fucked up at the job. You know? Yes, you knew, you felt the energy. And like they say, energy does not lie. You felt this person's energy and you took steps to protect yourself. Whether that was you decided that you was going to get on a different shift, whether you was going to work on a different team, whether you was going to start documenting or whatever, whether you was going to try and talk to HR on the slide, whatever you was going to do, you did it because you felt that energy. Hey, Sosa, how are you? Hi, Candy, how are you? You felt that energy, and energy does not lie. Now this person understand how stupid they look coming up with this. They thought it was a master plan. There was no master plan. That was somebody making some old having some dumb idea. And you know what? It's like they didn't realize that you was going to come out the winner. That you was going to be the one that was victorious in all this. They thought that maybe they had a position. Maybe they was like a team lead, a supervisor or something like that. And they thought that because I'm in this position. Well, you could have that type of position all you want on the physical world. But on the spiritual plane, they didn't know that they should have been giving you the respect that you deserve. They didn't know that you sat on the right-hand side of God. They didn't know that you are so much more spiritually advanced than them. They did not know. Hey, Jennifer, I see your number. But they know now. They know now. They get it. Because they getting it. Everybody else that was trying to talk about you, trying to have something smart to say, oh, they ain't saying shit now. They ain't talking about a motherfucking thing. All that gossip stopped. They don't want to beat around the water cooler no more. They like, we ain't got shit confirmation. We ain't got shit to talk about. which is exactly what it was in the beginning. They didn't have a damn thing to talk about. They was going off of somebody else's lies. Somebody else was trying to manipulate a situation. For whatever reason, somebody did not want you to be around. For whatever reason. What's the message? Really, lies never stuck? What's the message, Spirit? If y'all have not put your number in the chat for the giveaway at the end, put it in the chat. Yeah, isn't this something? Everybody is seeing exactly how jealous this person is, how insecure this person is. Everybody is seeing the true nature of this person. Who they thought had, who she thought she had a secure position, and she could have just lost that position too. I'm telling you, somebody has to now defend their own stability. While they were sitting here trying to get at you, they got to defend themselves now. It's no longer about you having to make sure that you got your back. No, they got to watch their own back. Carla, it's between 1 and 100. The number is between 1 and 100. Like I said, and somebody did some investigating. And guess what they figured out? That somebody was lying. That somebody was a private enemy, a secret enemy. Somebody found the truth out. Like I said, your position is secure. All right, C-Bones, your position is secure. Yep, and somebody is worried. This same person, all right, JR, this same person is trying to figure out, and I see you, Lightworker William. Lightworker William, you may want to pick another number because that one was chosen already. Just to make sure that, I see you, Miss Graham Marquise. Yeah, Lightworker William, choose another number because that one was chosen already. Or you know what? You can keep it just like that because we have more than one prize if you want. Just keep it like that because I have more than one prize. Okay? So yeah, this person is wondering how things turned around so quick. It was just going over here. Next thing you know, it's like they blinked, blink, blink, and then they're going this way. They trying to figure out how everything turned around so quickly for them. My goodness. Oh, Robert, that's so nice. I see you, Sosa. I see you, Lies Never Stuck. Yeah, now somebody is like, what? It was just like this. It was just like that. But you know what? It's like, you would be surprised how when something that you're doing that's so malicious, so underhanded is happening, that God will put you on Front Street and you don't even realize your ass is on Front Street. Somebody realized now that their ass is on Front Street. Just like they tried to put you on Front Street, they realize now their ass is on Front Street. They sitting there trying to figure out, what the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? And for the members, we're going to do a members live. Like today is what, Friday? We're going to do a members live on Sunday morning. I'm telling you, now somebody want to work with you. Because they see that they should have never came against you. They see you use the chosen one. Now they want to come and they want to apologize to you. They want to make things right. Because they see that you was able to defend yourself against that little idea of what they was going to do. They see now that, you know what, they're sitting here looking like a whole fool trying to curse you. Because they thought that they had this position secure. Like they may have been in that position for a long time, but you know what, I'm going to let you know. When judgment is called, judgment is called. Hey, J. Mike. You know, when judgment has been called, it has been called. And now somebody's seeing all this bullshit they was sitting there, all this gossip they was trying to spread around. They got to leave that shit alone. Now it's like somebody feel like they got to try and save face. You know, now they got to save face. Now they got to do this and do that, whatever. And telling you, and they're not sure they're going to be able to do it. They don't think they're going to be able to do it. Yep. They were so secure with themselves and their abilities to fuck your life up. Only for them to realize they got fucked up. Hey, Carla, how are you? I see you, Carla. I got your number. They thought they was going to fuck you. Telling you, they didn't see that they was fucking themselves up. They didn't see that part. All they had to do was be on the straight and narrow and look at what God could do. But instead, nope, they're going to try and come up after you. See, they didn't see all this confusion happening for them. They thought it was just going to be happening for you. Not today. Not today. Yes, indeed. See, somebody feel like they realize they out of a job now. They are out of a job for lying on you. Getting caught in their own web of lies. They out of a job. Like I said, there's people saw them and was like, you know what? Instead of us, I see you YWYH. Instead of us getting rid of collective, let's nip the problem in the bud. And they was even probably joking around with this, stringing this person along, like, hey, we gonna ready to nip this shit in the bud, shouldn't we? And that person was like, yeah, we need to nip this shit in the bud. We need to get rid of the problem. We need to get that click, slap, snap, stat. We need to do this. We need to do that. And they was like, okay, that's right. We feel the same exact way. That's why we need you to sign this pink slip. And they were like, me sign the pink slip, but I'm the one that brought it out that this person was the problem. And they was like, yeah, but when we did our investigation, we found out they wasn't the problem, that you was the whole problem. You was the problem. You was the instigator. You was the shit disturber. You the one that crossed the line. You the one that got into somebody else's lane whenever you shouldn't have. That was you. Hey, Red Violet, how are you this morning? That was you. So we're going to need you to lead, not collective. Collective is moving forward. Collective has a place here. Collective is making things happen. Collective is valuable. We need collective more than we need you. See, they didn't realize that shit was going to happen. They didn't realize that shit was going to happen, but they realize that now. Somebody out of a job for lying on you. They didn't think that shit was going. I'm telling you, that shit. They was going this way. Next thing you know, they was like, well, wait a minute. When did I even turn around to go in the opposite direction? When did this happen? When did that happen? Because I swear I was going this way. The post office was on the right-hand side of me. I passed that post office. Now, why is it on the left side? Why am I going in the opposite direction? What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Telling you somebody is feeling, oh, they are upset. Their numbers is going down. Their productivity is going down. How everybody see them is going down. And they going down too. They're going down too. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? So whoever's number is pulled this morning, in order for you to get the prize, the giveaway, you're going to have to email me, Spirit Angel 1111 at gmail.com. Spirit Angel, SPIRITANGEL 1111 at gmail.com. Yeah, see, somebody is realizing what you put out is definitely what you get back. It's that giving and receiving. And this is what they put out, and this is what they getting back. It was supposed to have been you that had the broken heart. It was supposed to have been you that had to start over and look for a new job. That was supposed to have been you. Thank you, Red Violet. Oh, 1111. I just see 3 ones there. That was supposed to have been you that had to look for a new job, not them. You're fine, Red Violet. Yes. Yep. And see, because somebody, that position that they had, judgment was called on that position. They were seen as somebody who didn't deserve that. Because as somebody who was not deserving. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's pull from another deck. Bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, this person is so, they don't know what to think anymore. They're sitting here thinking about everything that they invested in, all that time at the company that they invested in, all the work that they did. They thinking about all of that, only for their ass to be asked to leave. Not asked to leave, told to leave. Only for them to be told to leave. I see you, Alicia. That's what they get. That's exactly what they get. And yet you are being moved forward. Spirit is moving you forward quickly. You about to have some money coming in, baby. Yes, yes. And you're going to be happy with the 10 of Cups. You about to have some money coming in. Your money's going to be looking right. You're going to be happy. And this person thought they was going to try and get in the way and take that away. Now people can see how spiritual you are. Now people can see energy don't lie. You picked up on somebody's energy and you brought it out in the open. They can see that. They can see that. They didn't know. This person did not know how actually strong you were, how intuitive you were, how you can feel when the energy changes, when things switch the fuck up. You know, you felt when somebody was trying to like curse you or something like that. You felt when somebody was trying to get you out the picture. And you went and you told this emperor, the person who was in charge. And you were very, I feel like this person did some checking and they see, how hard you work, how diligent you are. What a good person that you are, how you will go above and beyond. Hi, James. How are you? Yeah. So now somebody that tried to overpower you, they find out they overpowered themselves. And that's exactly what they get. They tried to tend to sword you, but that shit came back around. The universe is always going to balance itself. Always going to balance itself. Especially when someone was sitting here trying to do all this fuck shit conflict towards you. They didn't realize that you was this person. Not only were you that person, but you a person who don't like confrontation, who will try and work with somebody. That you're always sitting here trying to help people. They didn't realize this was the this is what people saw about you when they saw you. They didn't realize so many people spoke so highly of your name. Yeah. But now this person understands that what comes around goes around, and they learned a valuable lesson by getting in somebody else's lane. They thought that they could. Now they realize the hard way. They can't. They can't. And not only that, but you are getting exactly what you deserve. Okay? You are the chosen one. The other person, they thought that they could escape something. No, they lost their job. They was put themselves in a position they can't get out of. And anybody else that tried to collaborate with them, and this is at work. It's a done deal. It's over. It's over. It's a tower moment. This person is like, damn. Yeah, they found out the hard way that they could not stop your forward movement. They can't stop your forward movement. That momentum that you got, they can't stop it. Like I said, they are realizing their ignorance is expensive. All right, y'all, let's swing the pendulum. We're going to pull a number, find out who the lucky person is today, and then we're going to have a wonderful Friday. Lies never stuck. I see your number. I got you recorded already. Hey, Roland. All right, so let's see which way is the pendulum going to swing. What's the answer today? Which way, Spirit? Because yesterday it was just a circle. All right, Spirit. Looks like it's a yes. Yep, it is swinging as a yes. All right. So now let's get ready to pull for the number. All right. Okay. Thank you for the drum roll, Red Violet. Thank you. Thank you. Today, the number is 38. Do we have a 38? We had a 58. Oh, dang. We had an 88, but we didn't have a 38. Darn. Let's see. We'll pull one more number to see if we can get us a winner today. A 30. I don't think we had a 30 either. All right, y'all. Okay, y'all. So, darn. Okay, well, we will try again tomorrow. All right. Roland, you should have put that in the chat. What you said, that's your old middle school number. We should have put that in the chat. All right, y'all. So don't forget, we have, and then I'm also, if two people pick the same number and that happens to hit, then, we have other things like, we'll also try for this tiger's eye. It's a brown and it's a red tiger's eye bracelet. Okay. With gold beads. All right. So, and these are quality beads as well. All right. So we will try again tomorrow. I love y'all. Have a great day. Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for being part of this soul tribe. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye now.